here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Who? Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish. Go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. If you watch the old flamenco guys playing, the old Spanish guys, they're doing all that stuff. They're going tippa-tappa, tippa-tippa, dum, ring, 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 tippa-tappa, tippa-tappa, dum, ding, dong, dang. So it's all good. Right, here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up, that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pick. What's he raving on about? G'day everyone. Happy Independence Day to the Americans. Well, it's the 4th of July here. It's probably not quite the 4th of July there yet. But anyway, you know what I mean. We're in the future here, so we tend to do things in the future. How are you all doing? Welcome on in. Gatto's here. Willie Wonko and Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. They're all here. Let me put my specs on. Terry's here. Hello, Terry. Good to see you. Excellent. Hey, look, we've got some progress, right? We've got these frets in the other day. We put them all in, and they're all trimmed up, and they're ready. We're going to level that guy now, okay? We're going to level that guy before we finish carving the back here. I'm slotting a nice little laminated purple heart and camphor laurel strip in there. So the heel's going to be multicolored. It's going to change that up a little bit, but we've got to do this, finish these frets, get them leveled, and then also what we're doing is we're going to do these nasty bends here. We've got this side done. You can see we've got a fair bit of binding on this side. There it is. Okay, that maple. And we've got to do this side now with the tricky horny bit. We've got to deal with the horny bit. What is going on, Terry? Are you all well? Who else is here? Terry's here. We know that. My Bumstead's here. Gatto's here. Dana's here. Hello there. Good to see you too. Willie won't go. We said hello to her. Good. She's probably looking for cash behind the couch where Van Whalen falls asleep and everything falls out of his pockets. Okay, let's get stuck into it, shall we? Let's do some fretwork first. Pop this guy away. Put it over somewhere else. That camera is frozen. Let me clear that up. Image main bench. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. Better. We have so there's our neck. We've got to get these guys all level, so we're going to take this guy up. We're going to use the Orby method, Terry. We're using the Orby method of taping. I'm going to put a little strip down the side, like so. Join these two together. That's going to help me pull that guy off, remove that tape a lot easier with our wings. Our wings, the Orby method, that's it. Lots more tape used, of course, but Orby doesn't take shortcuts. Does it now, Terry? Orby does not take any shortcuts, ladies and germs. He's a very thorough boy. We know that for a fact. Okay, we've got our wings. Our wings. Let's take this guy down. Start getting some work done on this guy. So we've got the edges flat, we want to give them that bevel, and then we want to obviously polish, recrown and level them and polish these guys. Check for some high spots, check for some low spots, level out the high spots, recrown, get a nice polish on there, get that neck a little bit closer to finish. We're almost at the place where I have to order some pickups for Mr. Glins. We'll be doing that shortly, I'd say, in the next week or two. Still got a lot of body work to do this. Only because I haven't had much time to work on these bodies. I haven't had as much time as I wanted to. I want to be able to finish one of these in a week. And, you know, that means dedication, 7-hour days on it, you know. Full time almost. Exceptional lunch break or toilet break. Because they're what, two. You have to eat and you have to eat. You've got to eat, you've got to eat. It's mandatory. You bumps this record all over the Americas, are you? Going bushwalks and hikes and things, climbing mountains and harassing lighthouses and doing all that stuff. Echo. There is an echo. I can't really help. Actually, let's see if I can turn that down. Let me see. Echo. How's that, Terry? Is that better? Is that now no echo? Let me have a listen. I think I'm monitoring this guy. Put my headphones on. How's that? That's pretty clean. No. Is that no? There is no echo, or no? It hasn't. It's still echo. Be clear, girl. Not better. Well, that's not good because there's no echo here. So I'm going to stop my desktop. Tell me if this has stopped. Has it stopped now? Because I've just turned off the desktop audio. I don't know. Only you would remember that, Willie. Better. Yeah. It shouldn't be better. It should be perfect. Unless, of course, I've got other mics set up. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let me have a look. you know what it could be. Let me just turn this mic off here. Hang about. Audio input capture. No, that's fine. That's normal. It should be okay. All right, we'll see how we go. Let's not stuff around with it too much before I bring down the whole house of cards. Okay, nearly there. Okay, perfect. Ha! You're lying. You are having a land, aren't you? I can tell. You're being naughty, cheeky, sassy. BTM, what's going on? Dana, what on earth are you reading? Stephen King. Personally, I can't stand the man, but you know, he's written some pretty interesting stuff. He's not Edgar Allan Poe. Let's put it that way. You like to think so. You are very sassy at times. You're beyond sass. You sort of abuse the sassiness at times. Over sassy. Is there such a thing as over sassy? Over sassy, indeed. Let's see if I can still hear this. Am I still hearing myself here? What's going on here? Can I hear myself? I can still hear myself. That's okay. That's good. I don't know what I did then. The reason I've got those headphones there is to act as speakers so I can hear alerts. Because my new unit, which is about yay big, little box, runs the whole box and dice, doesn't have speakers. But it has got an input for speakers and for headphones. I just use some headphones, cans, that I can hear in the background. And they're not too loud, cans like speakers, so you won't get echo. As much echo as Terry claims to be experiencing. They find me annoying at work, so there's that. I would expect as much, Terry. I had no doubt that you would be the most annoying little so-and-so at work. When you have to work with bean counters, I would suggest annoying them is a way of controlling your mental state. It probably helps you get through the day. I would thoroughly recommend that you continue that frame of operation and keep annoying those tweed-jacketed doofuses, or doofi, if that's is doofi the plural of doofus? One doofus, two doofi. They're a special kind of doofi, auditors. A special kind. Max Headroom was played by a guy named Matt Frewer, who's also in a movie adaptation of one of King's books, Trash Can Man in the Stand. Oh, wow. Yeah, they don't like hearing it because it could be a generational thing, but it's also people just don't like hearing the truth. The truth doesn't suit their comfort zone. You know, they'd rather just... They know the neighbour's house is burning, but I don't want to miss the next episode of Roseanne, so I'm not going to go and help. I don't want to acknowledge that that's the reality over there. I'd rather be lost in my own little bubble. Am I having a rant? Is it time for the rant emote, Terry? Is that what we're seeing here? Is that what we're experiencing? A premature rant? What on earth am I talking about? What on earth is going on, guys? There it is. We're almost done. We've got 4 frets to go. Getting down to the little spaces. I'm going to grab a scissors and just neaten them up a little bit. Where are those skizzors? They're over here. Give me a second. I put some new lights in my truck. So I had the scissors and the wire cutters and things in the other room because I installed those over the weekend last week, or through the week actually. Some new fog lights and some new LED lights and stuff. Okay, so we've got our scissors back where they belong, in the workshop. Yes, we should. Okay, cool. Trim these little suckers up. Come on, little doggy. I'm starting to whistle nameless tunes again, Terry. You know where that takes us. You know what rabbit hole that leads us to? The land of confusion. No, not Phil Collins's version. My version. Oh crap! I've just cut that too short, like a turkey. What a turkey! Protect that binding. We don't want to take too much of that off. Okay. A couple more. And then we start doing the leveling stuff. Perfecta mundi. Alrighty, let's do it. So, first things first, let's mark these frets out. First things first, actually, before we mark the frets, let's get these edges squared off. Just make sure there's nothing wrong or untowards. They're actually pretty flat. As well, so I've done a pretty good job on those already to square them off. We're going to put the bevels on them after we flatten this guy out. So let's mark these guys out. A little blue pen. Doofi, the plural of doofus, obviously. Oh, we've got one now, haven't we? Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Mark that guy. We need a big flat bar. Our fret guru, this guy. We'll grab some 240. We'll grab some new 240. Some longer new 240. We'll get there. I use 240 because I want to really just be gentle and light over these. I don't want to do too much. I'm going to cut these in two. Use that next time. We're going to strap this guy down to this straight edge. Pretty even. Taken pretty much all the stuff off. Let's give it a little look-see, shall we? Grab our little rocker and we'll give it a little go. Okay. Flat as a pancake. Bit of a rock there. Just going to mark that guy. Might need to seat that again. That's good. That's a rocky one. Just at that end. That's sorted it out. Good. Pretty good. a little bit of work over on this side. That's fixed it. Nice. Good. Good. It's a lot better. That one's high. There. I'll work on that a little bit more. The rest should be okay now, I think. They're good. Just that one there. Grab a little file. Just going to focus on that one. Just take a hair off. And that's fixed it. We're good there. There we go. Okay, let's do the angles, the bevels on the edges. We've got our bevel side. Whew. What's happening there? Are we still online? Can you give me a 1 if you can hear me, guys? We should be online. We should be online. Let me Yeah, we're okay. Okay, good. Wounded Monk, what's going on? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Welcome on in. Okay. Got that angle done. Where did I do with that? Okay, cool. So we've got that angle there. Just bevel those. It's about 60 degrees. I don't put 45s, it's too low and too much fret real estate is ruined or taken away. So we go at 60 degrees. See those little 60-degree. Oh, that's frozen. Hang on, let me fix that. Image to audio main bench. That should fix it. There we go. That's better. Sorry, guys, it was frozen and I hadn't even noticed. What is that all about? I thought I dropped some frames. Just gluing up a two-piece body plate. Awesome. What kind of timber are you using? There's our little fret ends. Can you see those fret ends? Right there. Not sure if we can focus on that very well. Yeah, you can probably just make them out there. So they're all angled. They look pretty good too. I'm going to do the other side now. They look pretty good too. Awesome. Right, we're good to go. Let's crown this guy. Crown it. We mark him again. Okay. Get our little crowning file, this little doobie whacker. Like so. Three. See them shining already. They look pretty good. Merbau. Ooh, awesome. Merbau. Are you getting all the tannins out of it, or are you just going to leave it as it is? I'm not sure what Merbau looks like. Dana, it's a real reddish, a lot of tannins in it, a reddish hardwood. Stripping and gluing surfaces with acetone first. Excellent. That'll help get rid of, clean that gumminess out of some of that. We use it for decking here in Australia. It's a real good hardwood. It does fade in the sun, but if you give it a 6 monthly, I did a deck once. I renovated a back veranda sort of deck area, and I just gave it a bit of a water-based sealer and a bit of a with a bit of a tint in it once every 6 months, just to bring out the colour again. And I found that it kept it in really good condition. Merbau is really hard. My first fretboard I made for my first Les Paul Junior was out of Merbau. It was really dense. It's as hard as, oh man, it's hard. So it is a good solid body, solid piece. You like that, Dana? It is nice. Very red. You get some oranges and some golds through there as well. These are coming up really good. Yeah, it's really dense and tacky. It's a mongrel to work with. It's really difficult to work with. It does foul up teeth and saws and things. But it is a beautiful wood, and it's heavy as heck. I hope, are you chambering it at all? Yes, absolutely. Tripix is supporting our stream. Huh. Do you play it, Dana? Are you a gamer, Dana? I know you game the system, but are you a gamer? I just turned them on because I had an offer and I wanted to see what it did. Huh. I'm sure nobody plays that. Not in this stream, anyway. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. There, halfway through. They're looking pretty good. The dulcet tones of filing metal. It's like a really bad early 1980s DJ scratching vinyl. Like, I am a casual gamer. If it helps you, I'd play it. No, it's fine. Don't. Well, you do as you like, but won't make a difference to me. And of course what we're going to do after we file these little buggers is rip this paper off and polish up that fretboard. And those frets, they're looking good. Nice. Really like the look of those. Ha! 50 cents from playing 40 hours. That's hilarious. Two more. Now before we polish these, let's check their levels again, now that they're crowned. Nice. A little bit high, just on the tip. Round that off. That's pretty good. Tiny little bump. That's fixed it. Yep, that's good. Ooh, that's high. Okay, let's polish these up. First things first, I need to just trim those edges, roll them over with the needle files, just to take most of the jagged edges off. Obviously, when so we grab a V-shaped blade of triangular file, this guy here with a sharp V shape. What we're going to do is we're going to just run these over, just going and rounding those ends, giving them a little ball-like, just a little round, smooth finish, and then when we hit it with the paper and polish those up, it'll look $1,000,000. I'll play it after the string for a while, and you can let me know what happens. Dana, I know exactly what's going to happen. You're going to get tired and bleary-eyed. Rounding over gives the ends a little round, smooth look, taking off any edging. It might be a little bit howdy-doody. We can feel those once the tape comes off, and we can touch them up with some paper if we need to, of course. This is just taking off any jagged edges as a result of hitting them with the crowning files. Feel good. Should just take off any little shards or any fibres, little metal filings that are just sticking out. We're not looking at reshaping the whole thing, we're just taking that little edge off, just running it along there and flicking any bare metal that might be sticking up, was roughed up, a couple of scratchies. There we go. Just a couple of little turns on each side, more than enough to remove any burrs on there. The finger feel test is the way to know. Once we get the board polished up, we'll run our hand along there and see what it plays like. If we can feel any sharpness or any edging, any metal, then we'll focus on those areas. Comfort is important when you're playing, of course. Micromesh. Yeah, micromesh is good. I make the most of it. I try and string it out as long as I can use it. It isn't cheap, but it isn't that bad. And there's lots of suppliers. There's more and more suppliers. It used to be hard to get. Now you can find more and more of it available. Lots of sandpaper specialists carry all sorts of grades. I try not to take too much off the edges here. Why? Because we have cut the little fret tang that would normally cut into the binding, so that the actual fret is seated on top of the binding. The slot is behind the binding. There is no slot on the outside of the binding, so it's actually cut away. The fret tang has been trimmed so that these lie and you can't see a slot underneath that fret. Normally you can see the saw line that made the slot, but because the binding's over the top of it, you can't. But to get these to the edge, you need to trim the tang that sits flush as a T. Get that little T-bar out of there. So you cut about 1/8 of an inch off each side. And then once they sit on there flat, there's not really anchored. They're just stuck down. You don't want to lift them because there's no tang supporting that last little 1/8 of an inch. You don't want them lifting and the string getting caught under there when you're bending. So you've got to make sure you don't take too much of them. Leave the meat on there so they don't get too leafy. Because the thin leaf on the edge there is going to lift, right? With temperature changes, it will shrink and it will lift potentially. So you want to just keep as much meat as you can on the the edges without taking too much off. We're just trimming sharp edges more than anything. Not really changing the dynamics of the mass of this fret end enormously. Just rounding any sharp edges that might be there. That's all we're doing. A couple more and then we can start polishing this guy. Okay, let's pop these away for now. Let's grab this Orbi tape and get rid of it. Ripping the wings, lifting the wings. Should grab a big batch of these things and pull them out. Then it's polish time. It has torn somewhat, so we're going to probably lose a lot of them. But it's still easier than removing each one. We will grab some of these. There we go. We're getting some leverage here. A little bit of leverage. It's torn, never mind. It does help you take them off a lot easier. They are torn because I've actually cut them with the filing. The tape isn't thick enough, but that's okay. That's not going to hurt. They are easier to pull off in this state because they're not wrapped right around individually. They're just on the edges here. I'll tell you, those frets feel really good. When we polish them up, they'll be nice and smooth. There's no real sharp edges anywhere so far. And they feel really good. So I'm going to hit these with 400, then 800, then 1200, and then Terry's going to have kittens, and she's going to start rattling off the micro mesh. Isn't that right, Terry? Meow, meow. Steve Forward, what's going on, Steve? How you doing, man? Welcome on in. We've just leveled these frets and these new frets on this fretboard. This is the fretboard for the Purple Heart guitar. Got a little bit of heel work to do there. Put in a layered block, camphor laurel, and obviously a ornamental Purple Heart heel. So we'll glue that in and then we'll carve that and blend that in. Our rosewood fretboard with our dots, our brass dots. Our binding is on. We've pretty much carved this guy. I'm going to show you the test fit in a minute before we polish these up. We'll actually polish them up first and then we'll test fit it. But it's so pretty. Those words again, pretty. It's Terry and Dana's favourite word, pretty. Purdy. You just hear him saying it. Willie will probably be saying it too. How are things, Steve, in the UK? Are they things warming up in your part of the world? I've heard there were some couple of warm days. Wimbledon's on at the moment, in the heat of the middle of the English summer. The the clubs, the Lawn Tennis Association, the club championships, All England championships, or whatever they're called. Wimbledon. All right. Let's get this guy sorted. It's a handsome guitar. You watched him. Do you like the tennis, Dana? That's interesting. That's good. Tennis is a great game, especially when you've got some really good, big names playing. I like watching the big names, the big guns play. Also like watching you up and comers coming through. Let's grab some paper. So we start off with our 400. There's our 600. We'll grab a 400. There's our 400. Our 600. We'll grab our 1200. Okay. We'll do those first, then we'll get on the micro mesh. Who is raiding? Pixie stole my biscuits. Well, there you have it. Pixie Raid, how you doing? Hide your biscuits. How you doing, guys? Welcome on in. My name's Manny. I'm a luthier based in Sydney, Australia. So, howdy doody. Welcome on in. Thanks for the raid. Awesome. I hope you had a good stream. What are you guys up to? What are you doing? We just leveled the fretboard. We built this new neck, put the frets in today. It's going to go in this body here. I'll show you guys what it looks like. So the theme is Purple Heart. We've got a Purple Heart cap on that neck. We've also got a beautiful mahogany body here with a Purple Heart cap that's carved. You can see the shape of that guy carved, domed. We've got maple binding around here, so we're gluing that on. And hopefully it'll look like something like this once we get it all together. There we have it. So something like that. It's a nice piece. This is called our Aurora model, or our L6 Aurora. This one's called, it has a Majestic. The Majestic is this one-off with a Purple Heart. So we're calling it something special because it's a special one-off build with that material. But anyway, thank you for being here. That's awesome. Beautiful craft. Well, thank you very much. I'm well, thanks. I hope you're well too. We're chipping along, doing a good thing, doing what we can, having fun doing it, all that sort of stuff. Let's go to the workbench and let's get on to polishing this guy. So I normally do the fretboard with the frets because I like to scuff it up and get it clean. There's a bit of glue residue in there from the threading. This is an opportunity to clean that up. Getting right up against the fret. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Everybody follow Pix back if you get a chance. Pixie stole my cheese. I love the name. Hilarious. .400 grit. with a carved top, have you seen the new Herman Lee PRS? I have seen the Herman Lee PRS. I'm not a big PRS fan though. Look, it's a great guitar, don't get me wrong. I like to, I guess it is a beautiful guitar. I have seen it. I saw him play it the other day on a YouTube video or an Instagram short or something like that. It looks fantastic, of course. PRS uses superb materials and beautiful finishing. I'm just not into them. I recognise their beauty. It is a beautiful guitar. Would it be something I would be interested in? Probably not. Not my type of guitar. But having said that, I do appreciate Herman Lee's got a hell of a lot of really, really beautiful shredders. Ibanez's and PRS's and all sorts of things. Here's a shredder. Monster shredder. Just taking my time, getting all those big scratches out from the filing, and we'll just keep going down the grades or up the grades I should say, until we get those fine scratches looking so fine that they resemble glass. It's also polished up the brass here, the brass ringlets, so they should turn out pretty good as well. Okay, down to the 600. Grab that 400, just hit those edges as well. Don't forget the edges. It's not catching the paper, so there's no sharp hits, so it's not tearing it, which means our thread ends are really nice and tidy. Okay, 600. Intense work. This is my workout for the day. Okay. Feels good. Nice. Level, look pretty good. Okay, 1200 now, and then we'll start the micro mesh. Terry, are you excited? What have we got first, Terry? What's the first cab off the rank? Give them to me. Side 600, I've done it. Just tuning, whistling a tune, none in particular, just whatever comes into my head, because that's how I roll. What have we got, Terry? What's first? 1500. I've got to do the 1200 edges, because otherwise you're going to get OCD. Well, you've already got OCD, but it's going to kick in hard if I don't do the edges. Very nice. Okay. Now, CDO. That's right. That's what you call it. It's your version of OCD. Micromesh time. What's the first one, Terry? Brown. 1500 brown. Okay, let's go. Come on, you. Come on, you. Let's go. Brown. Okay, next. Green. 1800 green. Nice. There's that random tune again. There's that random tune again. You can see me bending at the knees like a cockatoo dancing on the branch. We had cockatoos outside the other day. We had a big storm in Sydney, a couple of days of just like really high velocity winds, and fire up the charcoal. That's coming up next. And the cockatoos were stressing out. They're on the power lines and they're all flipping upside down and going all crazy. They do loop the loops, and you know, the weather sort of stonks them around. Where's charcoal? That's not it. I need to find it. Excusez-moi while I dig down into the bowels of the building to find it. Where is it? And why is it there? Aha! I have found you. Oh, charcoal one. Right. You love the videos of the dancing cockatoos? They're awesome, aren't they? They're cute little characters, so clever. So clever. They can be trained to do anything. They're unreal. Right. What's next? Terry, I'm confused. 3200. Wine red. Is that the one? No, baby Putan. That's the one. This guy. Then there's wine red. 3600. Must be wine red. Am I right? Almost out of time, 15 minutes, but I reckon I'll get the neck done in that time, and we'll have a look at it and clean it up with some oil. There we go. What's next, Terry? 3600 red. That's your favourite because you are an alco. Okay, just kidding. Time for wine, absolutely. I cooked a nice leg of lamb last night in the oven, and I marinated it with onion and red wine. Let it swim in that for about 4 hours in the oven. Sensational. I love it. What's next? 4,000 teal. 4,000 teal. That's Lisa's number. Where is Lisa's number? Where is her thing? Oh no. Have we lost it? No, we couldn't have. We've got a teal one somewhere. Here it is. Gotcha, Lise. Starting to shine now. You get some reflectiveness going on. Is that a thing? Reflectiveness? Is that a word, Terry? Have I just butchered the English language yet again? Reflectiveness. Reflexion. Reflectionability. The ability to reflect in a reflection. Okay. That annoys me, that tape, so I took it off. Okay, what's next? 4,000? 6,000. Is that blue? That's purple. That's Dana. Is that Dana? That's Dana's thing. Right, next. My favourite blue, 8,000. Almost everyone's favourite. I'd say, without a doubt, it is everyone's favourite. They just don't want to admit it. Okay, what's left, Terry? What's left? What do we got? Let me know. What is it? Da-da-da-da-da. The wonderful 12,000 grit. It's like wiping it with... No 12K from Rage. Rage, brother, what is happening? Good to see you. What is going on, my man? Oh, look at that thing pop. That's beautiful. It's looking good. It's looking good. I love it. I love it. I love it. There we go. I need to clean this up with some oil. Have a look at that up close. What have we got there? They're nice and shiny, aren't they? Look at that fretboard. Isn't that pretty? It's very nice. You're always lurking. You are king of the lurks. There we go, ladies and gents. Look at that shine. Beautiful, isn't it? Let's put some oil on it. See if we can get that rich colour coming out. Let's grab our lemon oil. Here it is. Lemon, lemon, lemon. Lemon, lemon, lemon. I said it with a nasal voice then. Lemon. Right. I need a clean rag. Give me a sec, guys. I just got to get a clean rag out of the other room. No 12K. No 12K. Oh, you're always upset. You are always upset. Sooking like a little sook. Ah, no 12K. Absolutely not. Let's cut some of this clean rag up here. Right, let's get this lemon oil. Let's wash this guy down, hey? Clean that guy up. See what we look like. Ooh. Look at that dirt. It's all that soot and from the paper and from the metal. Oh, that was great. That's a lovely colour. Look at that binding pop. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. It's very nice. I'm going to oil the binding too, just to get a good look at that. Let that drink it up. It's actually drinking it right up. It's a bit thirsty, which is okay. Just going to wash that down. You can see the little bit of the flame once I do hit that. Those little rings look great, don't they? Who likes the little rings? Who likes the little brass ring additions? Are they good? Are they a good addition? Lisa loves it. She loves all this. She loves the surprise. She hangs out for the surprise. She loves the aesthetic surprise. It's quite pleasing to the senses, is it not, Lisa? Oh yeah, you can see the flame now once I oil that. See the flame pop? You can see those bars just popping up on that flame. It's not very heavily flamed. It's just a little minor flame, but it's really nice. It's good. You can just see little dots turn out good, the little black dots. There's the fretboard. Look at that neck. Amazing, isn't it? It's a little bit richer now because we've got that colour in there. Let's have a closer look at that on the other lightings, on the better lighting. There we go. Look at that. We can see everything. The red dots and the little brass doobie whackers. It's a lovely colour, isn't it? And when we actually colour this guy, you'll see it really come to life. Let me just give that little dry piece of purple heart some oil as well. Let's see what that does to it. Love the rings. You love the rings. Just going to give that a little bit of a drink. It's a little bit on the thirsty side. Bring up some of that beautiful colour. Look at that colour. Whoops. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that amazing? I love that. Look at the purple pop. That's a good looking neck, guys and girls. I really like that. Your little heart can't take it. Please take it. I don't want your little heart to struggle. You pop that in here. You'll get an indication of how that colour's going to look when that thing is oiled. So you've got it like that. You can see the difference in tone there. Really pops. Gold hardware, that's really going to pop. It's going to look like red velvet with, gold. A red velour photo album from 1920 with gold hinges. That's what it's going to look like. Ha! It's nice. I like it. It's turning out exactly how I wanted it to, which is good. It's cake. That's right. It is cake. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I have for today, unfortunately, because it is 1:30, 1:25. I've got 5 minutes to go before I have to be somewhere. So thank you very much. I will be here in 3 days on Monday. Last Monday we had those storms and I had a lot of work on. And I had to prioritise some things, so I didn't stream. But this Monday I will be. That's Monday my time, which is your Sunday if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Remember, we're in the future. But thank you for the raid. Pixie stole my biscuits. Stole me biscuits. That's a great name. Pixie stole my biscuits. And thank you very much for following as well. We appreciate your support, and I hope to return the favour one day. Let's have a look at see who's on. We will be here. Absolutely, you will be. Rage, who's on? Is Rage streaming? What's going on, Rage? Give me a name. Is Steve Forward streaming or is he finished? Browse, following. Arduino is. See ya, BTM. I don't stream. Okay. VW saw the neck with binding and his eyes popped out. Well, tell him to use those eyes to find his coins. Great, guys. I'm going to go to Arduino because he's a good guy. He supports the stream and he likes to jump across here. He's an interesting character. Does a lot of science talk and a lot of all sorts of stuff. So it's worth tuning into. There it goes. I will see you on Monday. Be good, everybody. Thanks very much for the support. We'll see you then. Let me click this raid button. or not. I'll click it in a minute. Catch you later. Bye for now.